So a massive good morning. This morning we were at Saltram, in Saltram grounds. This is near Plymouth, so it might be one of your stops. This is in Devon, and we're going to do the riverside walk because we're told it's good, but we've hired a tramper because I don't think my electric wheelchair could have coped with the slopes. So we're going to show you the slopes and the gradient, the toilets and the cafe and the parking. So yeah, this might be one of your stops, and if you want to come here, it's all great so far. So yeah, let's go and have some fun at Saltram grounds. So this is the beginning of our journey. So the disabled bays are just outside there, and this is the courtyard, and this is the visitor centre where you'll come and collect your tramper if you come here with a tramper. So yeah, this is just great. A bit cobbly. So the car park space through there, there's got to be at least 10 disabled bays, and there's a toilet. So we're just going to head round here and we're going to go on the riverside walk. So there's lots and lots of parking. There's some picnic benches. So we're just going to head round here and we're just going to follow this pavement. So great terrain at the moment. So that's Saltram House. So the riverside walk is 2.1 miles. We've hired a tramper, which you could probably hear. But yeah, it's really lovely here. You might want to get a tramper. I don't know if you can hear my voice over the tramper. You might want to get a tramper. So it's a little bit bumpy here, but it's absolutely stunning. What a great walk they've got here. So this should take us down to the estuary, which will be really great. So you can just literally start to feel the sea air here. So you can see the water over the other side. So this is the gradient that you go up. So I don't know whether my electric wheelchair would manage it, but the tramper definitely will. So now I know what they mean about a gradient. So that's always good. So again, this is the riverside walk. So I'm going to go up here and I'm actually going to show you how high it is. So yeah, so that's a good gradient. So yeah, I don't think my electric wheelchair would cope with this. It's quite steep. But yeah, look at the view. Look how lovely they've done the wood here. It's absolutely fab. So yeah, we're just going to carry on up this slope. So now I know what they mean. And it's just beautiful. What a fab day. So we're just getting up to the top. And then we're going to turn around and we're going to show you exactly how steep that was. So I'm just going to turn around, let's go past Rubik's. I'm just going to turn around and I'm going to show you. So yeah, that's quite a gradient. So, but yeah, we're going to carry it along here. So now we're on the level. So this is a shared pathway with cyclists. So just need to be mindful of that. And it looks like it's going to go down a bit as well, and again in a minute. But this is just lovely up here, absolutely lovely. So once you've got past that bit, then it's just absolutely beautiful. So we're just going to carry along here and see where it takes us. So that was a really good gradient going on, and I'm so glad we had the tramper because my electric wheelchair would never have coped with that at all. So so grateful for the tramper. So they're going to get 2 trampers. So that's great because it enables you to go out into the countryside and enjoy things with your family, which is exactly what it's all about. So yeah, so they're going to have a great time at Saltram. So this is the Plym estuary. So yeah, but you can see a ski slope right in the far corner. But yeah, they've got a little hideout here. So this is lovely. You can really feel the sea air here. So this shows you the birds, a nice little lookout, a nice bit of shelter. We like ones that have got a roof on them, clearly. But this is really lovely, really nice. We're quite high up, but again, it's just nice to be in the countryside and be somewhere a little bit higher and enjoy everything that everybody else does. But look at this, that's just absolutely fantastic. So a top tip here is it's quite shaded here, so you might get a bit cold. So if you have a relative, if you've got a jacket or a blanket, I'm sure they'd appreciate it because it actually is quite cold here in the shade, but just still absolutely fantastic. And look at that. Perfect terrain, but I'm so grateful that I have a tramper because I think I'd really struggle without it here, but just absolutely brilliant. But you can't hire a tramper till 10:30. So you might need to bear that in mind. So, and the house doesn't open till 11. So, but yeah, just absolutely fantastic here. So here we are, we've come a little bit further. So this is all exposed now, and this is obviously the back of the Saltram. But this is just great. Look at this for an estuary. I'm going to turn it around. But this is just really, really lovely. So you can sit on a contemplation bench. When you're sitting here, this is the view you're going to have, but absolutely fantastic. So definitely bring a picnic because it's just a beautiful place to sit. Absolutely lovely and perfect terrain, which I absolutely love. But yeah, again, watch out for cyclists. But just absolutely stunning. So this really is absolutely lovely. I'm really, really liking it here. Tramper's a little bit loud. I'm so sorry if you can hear that. But yeah, it's really lovely here, and there's lots of friendly people, and obviously a lot of people from the local area because they clearly know this walk very well. So yeah, dogs off lead, brilliant. Obviously when you go in the estate, dogs on lead now. So, and now they're allowed to go in the formal gardens, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, look at this. Can you see it? Just absolutely beautiful. Love it here. So this just goes down the slope again. So what I would do is probably go the other way in my buggy and then turn back on myself when it comes down to that slope, because I don't think, as I say, my vehicle will cope with it. But it's a choice. So I'm going to turn around and show you where we've come from. So we're still in the woods. But it's just absolutely lovely. You can just about say there's all the water. The Plymouth Sounds opens up. So yeah, it's just absolutely fantastic. So you're told to stay on the route and not divert. So that's what we're doing because we can. So this is the bit you get to. That's absolutely just great. And obviously there's a nice little place to sit there, and we're going to turn left back on ourselves. But this is just beautiful. So this is just really, really lovely and just perfect terrain. And but yeah, but look at this, there's so many people use it, which is absolutely great, and I never knew that this was here. So very grateful for that opportunity, and we're being stalked by a dog. But absolutely fantastic. What a great way to spend the day for a few hours. So yeah, this just literally carries on, but it's absolutely lovely. You're definitely out in the green here, and this is going to basically loop round to where we collected the tramper from. So the people here are absolutely lovely. The lady that served me was fantastic, very informative, so hats off to Saltram. And but yeah, it's really lovely when you get greeted and looked after. It means a lot. So yeah, hats off to Saltram. Just absolutely brilliant. And it's still like a gift that keeps on giving on the riverside walk, which we absolutely love. So we're just going to loop back and follow the path. So we're going back to the house, and this is actually what you see here. So we're just going to loop round, and there's the map that we're on. So we're just going to loop round where the red is and go back to the house, because that's the riverside walk that we wanted to do. So absolutely fantastic. So there are two different routes, but as I say, we're going to stick on the riverside walk, which is 2.1 miles, because we want to show you what it's like. But the tramper manages it really easily, and it's absolutely fantastic. So it's just lovely. Look at this. So you can see we're coming near Saltram. So this just goes around the corner and brings us back to where we picked up our buggy, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, this is just what you call the British countryside. That's just absolutely stunning, just beautiful. I love it here, so I'm definitely going to come again. This is definitely on my top 10 list. Absolutely fantastic and great terrain. So this just takes us right back to the car park, and we're going to head right to the cafe where we picked up the tramper, as I said. So but yeah, what a fantastic route. I absolutely love this, and I 100%, as I say, be doing it again. And it's just perfect with a tramper, and I could probably do it on my electric wheelchair, but I wouldn't do the bit where it's slopes. I would have turned back at that point, I think. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic. So as I say, there's lots of parking all the way along here. So this is the car park for the disability car park. So this is where some of the tour buses, so there's absolutely loads of parking spaces. So that's great, to the left and to the right, and there's the toilets, and there's a disabled toilet there. So yeah, but really great. and we're going to go and take you to the cafe. So there's some more spaces there. There's a German bus in here. We're just going to take you to the cafe as we can. So that, again, this is the point you come in to collect your buggy. So what we're going to do is we're going to head through these gated bits here. It's going to be really bumpy and noisy. And then we're going to go and show you the cafe. So this is the entrance bit where you go towards the cafe. So I'm just going to show you, there's the toilets behind me. So this is just beautiful. Look at all these. There's little shops in there. And this is the area where you can sit outside and get a drink. And the exit to Saltram House is just over that bit. So yeah, this is just really lovely. Absolutely love it here. So thank you so much for joining us today at Saltram. We've had a really great time on the Riverside walk, and we would recommend it to anybody, but hire a tramper is a really good thing. So I'm sure you'll enjoy it when you come here, as we have. So take care until our next adventures. Bye.